Good morning.
Good morning. Anything in the paper?
Just one op-ed, but I don't recognize the author, so you're fine.
Anything on Twitter? Ah, got it.
Yeah, don't, check your feed anytime soon.
Sounds good.
Is Mom gonna make it today?
No, her plane was delayed. She'll get in late tonight.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You'll be there. You're already doing work? You need to give yourself a break.
It's actually not my work, it's yours.
Ah, you're back in editor mode, I see.
That's what happens when your father writes an apology speech full of egregious grammatical errors.
I don't know if I'd use the word egregious.
Because you wouldn't know how.
Are you suggesting I don't know what the word egregious means?
Perhaps.
You know I have a PhD.
No, I didn't know that. You never bring it up.
Oh, are you going to be ready soon? We have to leave in 20. Jen?
We're fine on time. I don't need 20 minutes to change.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
It's just been a rough week. For both of us.
I shouldn't have called him crazy.
You didn't know any better.
Thanks. Huh. So you liked the opening?
Yeah, it's good. Very diplomatic.
Well, thank you. What's awkward about this sentence on page 4? I like the way it sounds.
I don't have your whole speech memorized, you know. Zip.
Right here.
Yeah, it's not clear what you're modifying there.
It's perfectly clear.
It sounds like the illnesses are what aid the lives and the economy.
No. I have always supported programs that aim to reduce the effects of these illnesses, which aid... You're right. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know I have professionals to help me with these things, right? Yeah. My passion for this extends beyond governmental matters. My family and I have always sought to prioritize mental health, checking in with one another frequently and providing support to each other in multiple ways, including... Jeanette, I don't understand the edits on page 7.
Give me a second.
You cut the whole paragraph.
Yeah. It didn't flow with the rest of it. Everything was more general before, and this distracts from what you're trying to say.
Really? No, I think we should include it. It's important.
It's just a completely different tone from the rest of the speech, and you need to stay consistent.
It is consistent. It's the same topic.
No, it's a distraction from the apology.
It enforces the apology. It shows that I have a personal stake in the issue.
Are you sure voters want a governor who has a personal stake? It might scare them off.
It hasn't scared off Johnson supporters.
It doesn't make sense for it to be there. There's no transitional sentence that leads into it. There's no clear transition out of it. It's just there.
Then we'll add transitional sentences.
It's honestly easier to just delete the whole thing.
I don't have time to replace it with something else, and I wouldn't know what to replace it with. This is what convinces voters that I actually care about this.
Or it could show voters that you don't understand the basics of essay writing.
It's not an essay.
What is it if it's not an essay then?
A speech.
Yeah, a spoken essay.
They're not the same thing.
I know multiple scholars that would disagree with that.
And are these scholars potential voters?
Why does that matter? They would still recognize certain aspects of the story if they heard it.
Does that bother you?
It's clear what the story's about, and I don't like it.
I never mention your name.
It's still obvious.
No one would know. We made it intentionally vague.
Let me see it again. No, it's clear you're talking about one of your children.
Have you seen the car keys?
And then you say she, so it's obvious you're talking about your
Jen,
daughter.
did you put the keys somewhere?
And then it takes a 2-second Google search to figure out that I'm your only
Can we
daughter.
drop this for a second and look for the keys? None of this matters if we can't get to the venue.
BMW or the Mercedes?
The BMW. The Mercedes is in the shop. I could have sworn I left them by the door.
Maybe they're in your suit jacket.
Check your purse.
They're not in here.
They're not here either. Maybe I should call Charles.
Charles, our hero.
Do you have any other ideas?
No, go ahead. Call Charles.
I know that we're going through something right now, but I'm going to need you to treat Charles with a little more respect.
He has to earn my respect.
He's earned mine.
Yeah, because he's your campaign manager. Nowhere in his contract does it say I have to respect him.
I know you're angry, but this isn't his fault.
Yeah, no shit, I'm angry. Well, I think page 7 is his fault. No thanks to you.
Jeanette, look at it through my point of view. This anecdote is the perfect thing for people to see that my mistake was only that, a mistake. It shows that I'm a family man, that I care about the people in my life.
So I'm just a campaign strategy to you.
I don't have time for this right now. You didn't find the keys?
No. You can't just avoid me by calling Charles.
We have to get there somehow. Hey, I can't find my car keys.
All right, I'm on my way. I'll pick you up.
Do you think you'd get here in time?
As long as you're ready, we're fine on time.
Yeah, we'll be ready. Thanks.
Is Jen ready?
Yeah, she will be. What shoes are you wearing with that?
My black heels.
Wait, does she have flats?
What?
Does she have ballet flats?
Do you have flats?
The heels look nicer.
She wants to wear the heels.
She needs the flats. It's better for the image.
Does it really change the image that much if she's in heels?
We want her to look younger, like she's your daughter and you took care of her, all right?
All right.
Good. See you soon. Be ready.
See you soon. Bye.
He doesn't like the heels.
Something about the image.
Seems to be a big concern of
It's
his.
his job. Go ahead and get your shoes on. He'll be here in a few minutes.
Do I have to put my shoes on if I'm not going?
Are you still hung up on this? It's one paragraph.
Well, it's a paragraph that's stopping me from going. You don't have my consent.
This isn't the time for vocab from your gender studies classes.
Since when was consent exclusively gender
You know
studies?
what I mean.
I don't give you permission. Is
It's
that
not
better?
yours to give.
Why?
Because,
Because you said so?
hey, I need a change of attitude from you.
Excuse me?
Put your shoes on and take a few seconds to cool off. Take some deep breaths. The flats, not the heels. You look beautiful.
Well, I feel like shit.
Oh, Jeanette, I love you. This is the way that we will make things better for you. For us. For everyone else out there who's struggling.
Don't tell me this is for me.
This story could make a big difference for all of us. You could lead awareness campaigns.
I agreed to support you, Dad, not become a politician.
Well, then don't be one.
You're turning me into one. Leading campaigns?
Fine. No campaigns. What if I made it so they don't know it's you? I'll change the pronouns, not say it's my family.
They'd still know it's me.
I won't let that happen. Well?
Oh, I'm practicing those deep breaths you were talking about. Or did you not want me to cool off?
Listen, think of all the mental health improvements we can make if I'm elected. Better healthcare plans, training educators to look for signs, changing the stigma.
Oh my
What?
God. Changing
What?
the stigma?
Yes, think of the progress we could make.
We. This isn't about we. This is about you exploiting my story.
Oh, I don't understand how in the world this qualifies as exploitation. I'm using an anecdote to show that I'm pro mental wellness.
Well, I just think it's funny that you're suddenly very pro mental wellness, and you think the only way to show that is by sharing something incredibly personal.
You're being irrational.
No, I'm being realistic.
And tell me how exactly slandering your father's campaign is realistic?
Well, mental health wasn't exactly extremely important to you until you decided to call Governor Johnson crazy, was it?
That's not fair.
Oh?
I didn't know about him or about his condition. He's not open about it.
Oh, so he's just supposed to open with, "Hi, I'm Governor Johnson and I'm bipolar."
Jesus Christ, Jen, can you give me a break? I'm trying to fix this. How many times do I have to apologize? This will help you. This will help so many people like you.
Like me.
You know what I mean.
No, tell me. What exactly are people like me? Describe them to me.
I want to help people achieve mental wellness.
You know you can help people without tokenizing me.
Her gender studies vocab makes another.
What
appearance.
does this have to do with gender studies?
Tokenizing?
Yeah, you're tokenizing me.
Come on, Jeanette. You are an upper class white girl. I have made sure to give you the most comfortable life a child could ask for. Do not try to act like you're being tokenized right now. That word is not for you.
Oh, so I don't get to decide when I'm being oppressed?
Do you even know what you're talking about, or are you just throwing buzzwords at me?
You think I'm bullshitting my education?
I think you're bullshitting the severity of the situation.
You're using my story for political gain. A story about me and my life.
I was there. It's my story too, whether you like it or not. If Charles doesn't show up in the next minute, we're going to be late.
It's your speech. You decide when it starts.
You know that's not how it works.
I think that's exactly how it works. You're in charge of your own damn campaign, aren't you?
I can't be late to this one. This could make or break me.
What good could this speech actually do for you? Change maybe 2 minds?
If I make it on time, it could change a ton of minds. My entire campaign hinges on this.
It's just like any other speech you've ever given.
You know this one is different.
They are all the same. Every speech, every public appearance. You show up, you say a few words, you shake some hands, and I just smile and wave and pretend like you're the best person in the whole fucking world, even though we both know that you're not. And we're all, even you, we're all just reduced to some 2-dimensional ideal of a person, just some fake cardboard cutout of a human being.
You're being ridiculous.
Am I?
You're making no sense.
Are you saying I'm crazy?
That's not what I said.
But you've been thinking it this whole time, haven't you?
Hey.
Hey, I'm here.
All right. We'll be out soon. Thanks. We'll talk about this in the car.
I need to touch up my makeup.
You didn't do that before?
Well, we kind of got lost in conversation, didn't we?
I'm sure Charles has a makeup artist on call if you really need it.
So I can't be trusted with my own makeup skills either.
Grab your makeup. We can figure it out there.
The house has better lighting.
I'm sure there's great lighting at the venue, too.
I like it at home better.
That's not an option right now.
I'm making it an option. I'm staying here, where no one is calling me crazy.
I made a mistake and I regret what I said. I've told you that multiple times.
But somehow you're still failing to prove to me that you mean it.
What else do you want me to do?
Cut the story.
That's not feasible. It's about more than just you. Stop overreacting and let me tell my story.
I'm barely comfortable talking about it with you, let alone sharing it with thousands, possibly millions of people.
But you have talked about this on the car ride home. We talked about this.
Barely.
I told you I would help you.
I know.
We made plans to heal you. We made plans.
Yeah, therapy. That's all we decided. We decided it wasn't your fault and that I would go to therapy. And I did.
Said I was there for you.
Have you been, though? Maybe if you were actually there for me, we'd already be on our way to the
If
venue.
I hadn't been there for you, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, would we?
Being the first person to walk into my room that day does not count as being there for me. You have to actually care.
Jeanette, when I found you, I thought my entire world had ended. Seeing you lying there in the room I painted for you, next to books I had read to you, under the roof I worked so hard to provide for you. You were just lying there, surrounded by all I had done for you. It broke me to see you like that. So much promise almost gone. Lying in the middle of our home. I felt like I had failed you. I was supposed to protect you, and I failed you. I didn't know where I went wrong.
It wasn't your fault.
That was the scariest moment of my entire life. It's a person's worst nightmare.
I know, but
But it had a good ending for us. Can't even imagine how I would be functioning right now if things hadn't ended the way they had. I wouldn't wish those feelings on my worst enemy.
Dad, imagine how I felt. I was alone. I was scared.
I know.
No,
I know.
you don't know. You don't know at all. That moment was the darkest moment of my entire life. You don't know fear until you're 2 inches away from the end of it all. And when I woke up in the hospital, for a split second, I thought it was heaven. Heaven, Dad. As if I deserved to go there.
Of course you deserved.
Dad, would you just stop talking and listen for a second? I know your campaign is stressing you out, so I guess I just forgave you up until now. But you just keep choosing the stats and the voters and the images over me time and time again, and I'm sick of it. You've never once supported any of the choices I've made on my own. Not my writing, not my major. Shit, not even the shoes I want to wear. How do you think it feels growing up, knowing you'll never be enough? And you'll never be right. And no matter how much you work, it isn't enough. And when everything gets to be too much...
Stop. Growing up? How long have you felt this way?
Dad, my whole life has been about how I make you look. And now I can't even have the darkest moment of my life to myself.
Your whole life. Why didn't you say something? I could have
You had campaigns to win and worlds to change, and you get used to none of your choices ever really being yours.
I didn't know.
Well, you know now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry just doesn't really cut it right now.
Okay, I understand. It's your choice then.
What?
It's up to you. I'll cut the story if you want me to.
Really?
It's your choice.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can keep it in.
Really? I want you to be sure.
I don't want you to throw away this campaign for me. You deserve to be governor, Dad. You've worked your whole life for this.
Thank you. Are you still okay to come with me?
Mm-hmm.
If you still need to touch up your makeup, now's your chance. What? You're kidding.
I guess you can tell Charles you don't need a ride anymore.
No, we can still go with him. I don't want his drive to have been for nothing.
Actually, are you okay if I don't drive with you?
What?
I'll take the BMW. I just need a moment to collect myself.
Of course, yeah. I'll see you there.
See you there.
I love you.
I love you too.